Hi there, welcome back to another Photoshop tutorial, and today we'll be looking at subject select and object selection tool. So let's get started. Okay, so here's a simple free stock picture, and here you can see that there are two deers in this picture who are in focus, right? So if you go and select quick selection tool, you can see over here you get two options: select and mask and select subject. So if I click select subject, the Photoshop will detect the subject from the picture, from the portrait or the picture which you have currently had, and it has done some refined job over here. Like it can do much better over here, but it has, what you can do is that the Photoshop knows that these are the subject in the picture, so it has selected the subject only, so that's why it selects subject. And even you can further refine it by further refining it in select and mask over here. Like you can move around, you can refine with the refine tool over here and the portion which you want to select, right? Of course you can increase the radius and the one which I already explained in my previous video. Like over here you can go for 2 is fine for this picture, because if you go to select edges, you can see even the edges on the picture, and if you select 1, you can rather see the one which are not to be removed, right? So uncheck show edges, and here is an option of selecting or defining select subject. So further you can select it, like you can even go for new layer and mask and click OK, and here you go, the selection is within the mask and you can define it even with the mask. So let's go back and undo these changes and deselect this selection. And there is another method of select an object where you can find it over here. If you hold and click over here, here it is, object selection tool. So what does object selection tool do? If you can see over here, it got the same option, select subject and select mask. The one which it's the new is the rectangle and lasso tool. So rectangle is basically for the selection in within a square, and lasso is a freeform selection which you can select any part of the selection. So what I need to do is that object subtract, right? It will subtract that object out of the picture. So for example, if I want to select this deer over here, I will make a rough selection of square covering it from the horns till the limbs. That's it, and let's Photoshop read it, and there you go, right? And if it missed something, just zoom it, like on his horns, go to object selection tool again, over here, hold shift and add to that selection, just like the one which we have in normal selection. Add to the selection like the horns, right? And if you want to get rid of something like this one, then hold alt and click on that portion, and it will get that subtracted out of your subject. So even you can, for example, if you want to select this the other deer, and this I will do with the lasso tool. So go over here, select the lasso option and draw the boundary around, or the selection around the second deer, and select the appropriate parts, so you can have a better look. This at the same time you are giving the Photoshop an ideas of what to select and what not to select from this select the second subject. So I'm making a rough selection, there you go, and let it go, let Photoshop detect it, and there you go. Even you can further refine it by same process of holding and even drawing around that part. There, except selected. You want to get rid of this part, I have drawn too much. There it is. even the horns also. Just select from the horns. There you go. There it is. There it is. Right. So this is object selection tool. Further, you can refine it by further going to subject and select and mask. Right. So this was the two difference between select subject and object selection tool. Right. It was a short video. If you like it, just just hit like and subscribe to my channel so you can get the further videos notifications. Bye bye. Thank you very much.